The likelihood of a fight with you and Terence Crawford, it would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turkana know each other, and then we wanna see what.
Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez, two of boxing's pound-for-pound greats, are officially set to clash this September during Mexico's Independence Day weekend. This isn't just a fight, it's a spectacle. Its legacy on the line, jaw-dropping pay-per-view numbers, and historic stakes. Yet amid the buzz, one question looms. How is this even fair? Crawford, the undefeated welterweight genius at...
When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're...
In camp? Training camp? In March.
Okay, so
at the beginning of the middle of the February.
We haven't seen Canelo at anything Riyadh season. He wasn't at the sort of the ring relaunch, if you like, a couple of weeks ago in Saudi. So he's almost kept his distance from it. We haven't sort of any connection between Canelo and Saudi Arabia. So I didn't expect him to be there. And when he was there, I was like, okay, this is interesting. We might get Canelo Crawford. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my God, we might get Canelo Crawford.
147 pounds is moving up 21 pounds to face the super middleweight powerhouse, Canelo. While Crawford enters the ring as the underdog in a Hollywood-esque script, Canelo can balloon post-weigh-in, leveraging his natural size advantage. Canelo Alvarez, with a staggering record of 62-2 and 2 and 39 KOs, is a boxing chameleon. Starting as a super welterweight,
top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see.
For Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that, because you say, your Machado is coming out of the other weight classes, and that's it, and he's welterweight. So
he climbed divisions like a collector of boxing's infinity stones. By 2021, he made history as the first undisputed 4-belt super middleweight champion, toppling every challenger. Remember his 2019 knockout of Sergey Kovalev to claim a light heavyweight title. That's the kind of power he brings now at 168 pounds. For Crawford, this is a bold gamble.
Fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him, because you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world.
For Canelo, it's another chance to prove his dominance. Fair or not, this matchup is pure boxing drama, an epic showdown that could reshape the sport's history. Canelo Alvarez, reigning at 168 pounds, has no plans to leave his division.
Beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2.
Not even for Terence "Bud" Crawford. Canelo, a seasoned powerhouse, remains firmly rooted in his super middleweight kingdom. Opposing him is Crawford, the undefeated enigma of the welterweight division, with a flawless 41-0 record and 31 KOs. His brilliance lies in versatility. Orthodox or southpaw, inside brawling or long-range precision, Crawford excels in every style. In 2023, he became the first undisputed welterweight champion of the 4-belt era with a dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., followed by a masterclass against Israel Madoff at 154 pounds in 2024. But now, Crawford is making a bold leap to 168 pounds to face a fighter who devours light heavyweights. The 14-pound jump might not sound daunting to casual fans, but in boxing, it's a monumental challenge. Crawford isn't just stepping up, he's invading Canelo's fortress. The odds are historically against such moves. Bigger fighters often overwhelm smaller ones with size and power. CompuBox data highlights Canelo's devastating body shots, landing 42.5% of his power punches. While Crawford's 46.7% power punch accuracy is elite, he's never faced someone with Canelo's sheer strength.
There's loads of things going around at the moment, including a big clash with Canelo Alvarez. Can you tell us what's going on in that situation, and can that happen next? We shall see.
This matchup is a high-stakes gamble against a seemingly immovable force. Then there's the rehydration clause, or the lack of one. Simply put, Canelo Alvarez can bulk up as much as he wants after weigh-ins, likely stepping into the ring close to 180 pounds. Terence "Bud" Crawford, meanwhile, is adjusting to an entirely new weight class where even routine punches feel like bricks. Some call this unfair, others label it smart business. Either way, it's a significant advantage for Canelo. Speaking of business, the numbers behind this fight are staggering. Projected to generate over $200 million in revenue, pay-per-view sales are expected to shatter records. Canelo's fights are proven cash machines. His 2018 bout with Gennady Golovkin drew 1.1 million PPV buys. Crawford's stock has also skyrocketed, particularly after his showdown with Errol Spence Jr., which earned 650,000 buys. Together, their star power could redefine boxing's revenue.
Come my way, and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight.
New standards. Tickets for the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, hosting the event, are already as sought after as Taylor Swift concert passes. Not everyone is impressed, though. Mike Tyson, no stranger to megafights, bluntly criticized the matchup. "I don't like this fight. The weight difference is just too much. It's not right." History supports his point. Smaller fighters attempting massive jumps often struggle. Roy Jones Jr.'s leap to heavyweight in 2003 to defeat John Ruiz took a visible toll when he returned to light heavyweight. Still, Crawford thrives on proving doubters wrong. In 2018, he moved up to 147 pounds, dismantling Jeff Horn to claim the WBO title despite skeptics. Now he's aiming to defy expectations again by taking on one of boxing's most formidable forces. It's a high-risk, high-reward gamble for a fighter who has never backed down from a challenge. Crawford's ability to adapt to a higher weight class has silenced critics before, and he'll aim to do it again. Andre Ward, a former pound-for-pound king, called Crawford a master at dissecting opponents. But dissecting a natural super middleweight? That's a different challenge entirely. The timing of this fight is no coincidence. Mexico's Independence Day weekend has become synonymous with Canelo Alvarez's biggest bouts. From his trilogy with Gennady Golovkin,
Be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'd be a
to his 2022 clash with Caleb Plant. The atmosphere in Las Vegas will be electric, with Mexican fans rallying behind their hero while Crawford's supporters dream of an epic upset. For Canelo, this fight is about legacy. A victory over Crawford would solidify his place as untouchable, silencing whispers of cherry-picking or avoiding tough competition. A loss, however, could tarnish his reputation, with critics highlighting the smaller size of his opponent. For Crawford, this is the ultimate gamble. Win, and he cements his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats. Lose, and the narrative may shift to ambition exceeding ability. The build-up promises high drama. Analysts will debate every potential outcome. Trainers will strategize meticulously, and fans will speculate on whether Crawford's speed and technical brilliance can outshine Canelo's power and experience. As we edge closer to September, one thing is clear. This isn't just a fight. It's a cultural event, a clash of styles, and a testament to the allure of boxing's greatest challenges. Love it or hate it, Crawford versus Canelo will be a spectacle etched in.
But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he moves.
In boxing history, a fight no one will soon forget. Boxing fans worldwide are buzzing as Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford move closer to a historic showdown. Saudi boxing chief, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, has revealed plans to finalize the epic bout for 2025. Anticipated to be one of the biggest events in boxing history, this fight promises legacy-defining stakes for both fighters. Canelo Alvarez, once the undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO super middleweight champion, has faced recent challenges. He was stripped of his IBF title after opting to fight Edgar Berlanga on September 14th, instead of mandatory challenger William Skull. While this cost him his undisputed status, Canelo remains the WBA, WBC, and WBO king at super middleweight. Despite the setback, the Mexican superstar continues to dominate the division, preparing to defend his crown in Las Vegas. On the other hand, Terence Crawford is riding high on his achievements. He became the undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO welterweight champion last year and is now stepping up to super welterweight. His upcoming challenge against Israel Madrimov for the WBA title, part of the Riyadh season card in Los Angeles, is expected to showcase his adaptability and ambition. Organized by Alal Sheikh, the event aims to position Saudi Arabia as a
50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws.
Global boxing hub. The potential fight between Canelo and Crawford presents a unique challenge due to their weight class differences. Bridging the 14-pound gap is no small feat, but both fighters have demonstrated exceptional versatility throughout their careers. Alal Sheikh is determined to make this dream fight a reality, stating that he will offer Canelo a fair deal, but cautioned against unreasonable financial demands to ensure smooth negotiations. This fight is about more than titles, it's about legacy. If both fighters win their upcoming bouts, their clash will mark a new chapter in boxing history. For now, fans eagerly await as the pieces fall into place for what could be the most electrifying fight of 2025. With both Canelo and Crawford at their peak, the outcome remains unpredictable, adding to the intrigue of this highly anticipated matchup.